It's possible in Apex to convert one data type to another data type. Let's take a look at this example. So here we are creating an integer variable called myMarks, and this is taking a value from a string. And how do I know that 85 is a string here? Because it's within those single quotes. And anything in Apex that is within those single quotes is treated as string. So here we are converting a string to an integer. But why there is a need of converting one data type to another one? The reason is sometimes you are not sure the data that you will be getting from your APIs or from your third-party systems or even from your database is having the same data type that you want it to be. Sometimes you get your marks in a string and you cannot add your marks as string. If you want to do some mathematical operations on these, then these needs to be numbers. So let's say if you want to give some bonus marks, you cannot add those to a string. You first need to convert it to the integer value, then only you can do it. And how we are converting a string to an integer? Using this value of method. So integer class has a method called value of, which can convert the other supporting data type to the integer data type. And this value of method exists on all primitive data types classes. So you will get a method on string as well, which is like string dot value of. You could also use double dot value of, decimal dot value of, long dot value of, boolean dot value of, and on all other data types as well. So let's head back to our developer console and let's try to practice some data type conversion. First, let's declare few string variables. I'm going to call it physics marks and let's give it a value, maybe like 72. Then let's create one more variable and let's call it chemistry marks. And let's say I've got 64 in chemistry. And then one more string variable, and this is called math marks, maybe like 87. Now I want to see the total of my marks. So out of 300, how many I've got? A simple solution could be maybe like mm, let's use one more string here and use total. And what we can do, maybe like physics marks plus chemistry marks plus the math marks. So here we are using our addition operator to add these marks. Do you think it will work? Let's try it out. Let's put our total marks in debug statement. Let's execute it. Wow, that's a big number. How come you can get 726k marks out of 300? Something is fishy here. And the reason is the addition operator is adding the strings here. And we have already seen an example of it when we added hello with world with a space in between. So what it does, it simply add these strings as characters. So that's why we have got 72, then 64, then 87 in return. But that's not the value that we want. So we need to convert these strings to a integer value first, and then only our addition operator will add them as numbers. So for that, you can use the integer.value of method. So this way, the physics marks will be converted to the integer. And I'm going to copy this statement here as well. And now, do you think it will work? Let's try it out. we have got an error, and it says on line number 5 we have an illegal assignment from integer to string, and the reason being we have converted all our strings to integers here, and this final statement or this final expression is going to give us an integer value in return, but we are trying to assign it to a string variable. So we cannot do that. So either we need to convert this variable to integer, and then only we can store our marks, and it works. And let's see the output, and we have got correct number here, right? But what if we don't want to make this integer and just want it to be string only? So for that, what you can do, you can convert the final outcome of this expression to string again. Let me first break down this expression to multi-line, maybe like this, so that we all can read it. So if I want to convert this expression to string, I can simply use my string class and then the value of method the way we have used on our integer class, and we are going to use this value of method on the final outcome of this complete expression. So I'm going to close my parenthesis here. So first I let Apex compiler calculate this expression. So this will return a integer value as 223, and then we will convert that integer value to string again. So if you'll try to execute it, this should work. And the result should also be correct as 223, because we are first adding those as integers and then converting back to string. So similar to string or integer, all the other primitive data types also support value of method, and you can convert one data type to another one using this value of method. So this was the last video in our data type and variable section. In the next video, we are going to learn about control flow statement or conditional statements in Apex.